Hello everyone, I am Meenakshi and today in this video I am going to narrate a story of a resilient girl named Neha. Before narrating the whole story, I would like to introduce brief summary of this complete story. So Neha, when she got admission in her college of city, she felt fish out of water because language became barrier into her learning. She had completed all her education in Hindi medium only till her 12th. So, this story is going to be quite interesting as well as inspiring too. And I would like to share with you that I have been practicing in English to improve my fluency through narrating the stories lately, as well as encouraged you to do the same thing with me because I have been feeling that. Storytelling is one of the best techniques to improve your fluency. So now let's begin the story. Neha, who lived in a small town nestled between green hills and quiet rivers. Her morning routine always started with morning walk with her father and warm chapatis from her mother's hand. And as she was going to the school at that time, her school days was filled with laughter and chalk dust around her friends. And Neha was just 12 at that time. Life, as it does, took a sharp turn into her life. Her father was a mechanic and so cheerful and kind man. Suddenly, he fell ill, and the illness came like a thief in the night. In no time, after 5 months, Neha's father, who was so cheerful person, was gone now. Neha was so young at that time to understand that what had happened. But she could understand her mother's eyes were waiting for her husband. Neha felt so disappointed for a certain period of time. And she was in high school at that time. That time was also not easy for her because friends around her always used to talk about new gifts, parties, new dresses, and everything. And for Neha, that was not even right time to do the things. Even she didn't have money to purchase the different kind of things. But as she grown up, her mother felt that now she had to do something to keep the kitchen running, and she started stitching the clothes. And even Neha started helping her mother after school. She started tutoring children in her neighborhood for a few extra rupees, as well as started cutting fabric. And at that time, Neha's mother told her that when life gives you lemons, make lemonade. To understand this idiom, Neha was so young at that time because everything a person can understand through experience. So Neha's experience was not quite enough at that time to understand this one. But as the time passed, she knew the meaning of this idiom, what her mother said. And for Neha, as I told you, that it was not easy for her to surround herself with her friends because they used to talk about the things which Neha couldn't afford. But even that difficult time, she kept her head down and heart strong. She escaped herself into books because she got to learn so many things about how could she shape her future. She was an ambitious girl. One day, Neha's one of the teachers told her about scholarship exam. And Getting a scholarship for Neha was like a light at the end of the tunnel. And she knew at that time that it was her time to break the cycle. She worked hard and learned hard for getting that scholarship. Her hard work paid off eventually, and she got admission in the college of a city. Neha got admission in City's college now. And as I have told you that she had completed all her education till 12th from Hindi medium only. So now English ruled everything. Assignments, answering in English, even while making friends, she felt fish out of water. Because everyone used to speak in English, and Neha got to know the taste of real world now. She started working on her communication skill through spending hours in library. Even though she used to cry after coming back to the hostel room, and she was so disappointed at that time because of her communication skill. But quitting was never an option in her life. She reminded herself that fall 7 times, stand up 8. And she worked hard for that again. Now, in her second year, she was able to communicate with friends and grew her confidence while talking to others. Even she started participating in volunteer events in her college. In her third year, she received an email from a digital marketing company. They invited her for watching their social media page and adding caption. It was quite glamorous. From this apprentice, Neha started earning something, and she felt so proud at that moment. And by the time she completed her third year, she got the joining letter from the same digital marketing company. Neha held that joining letter like it was a gold. And she proved that every storm runs out of rain. And I would like to end up this video now and come up with another story and vocabulary as well as idioms. Keep learning, and bye-bye.